Hey, what's going on, guys? Bflattened here with a brand new video today. And today we're going to be talking about patch 1.4.2. This is the mid-season patch for Season 4. It's going to be a huge balance change. Let's just get right into it because there's a lot to go over. Mimit with DNA extraction, the speed stage modification has been reduced from 2 to 1, and the damage has also been reduced from 25 to 20. Striking transmog, the damage reduction has been reduced from 50 to 30%. Reason being, Mimit is a very dominant Tem, and it's going to be needing a little bit of a change so that it could be a little bit more balanced. Cycrox with Digithreat, hold turns have been increased from 1 to 2, and stamina cost has been reduced from 29 to 23. Doom turns increased to 4 with neurotoxins. Cycrox has been a threat, and it's notably so in a lot of teams, so it needs a little bit of a change. Queen is losing Crystal Deluge, and Relax has been added to its move pool once again. After receiving Crystal Deluge, the Tem has skyrocketed its way to the top of the meta, and it's going to be seen that the main control tools might be a little bit too much. 3 Prio and a really fast Tem with also Fat Burner is just kind of ridiculous. 2-Rock is finally getting nerfed. HP reduced from 105 to 101. Rockfall damage has been increased to 83. Okay. Damage with Rockfall Synergy also increased to 83. Damage has been reduced with Tack Strike from 16 to 12%. So a little bit of nerf, a little bit of buff. Decent. Volphy is finally getting its stamina cost increase for Sludge Gift to 13. Team Elusive. Now it only activates when using a damaging move. Wow. Volphy is currently Brain Supreme in the meta. Its flexibility and reliability makes it a top pick for almost any team. Team Elusive will be only active if it's using a damaging move. That's interesting. Platypet. Tsunami has been added to its move pool. Noxious Bomb has been added to its move pool as a TC. Toxin Shower has been added to Platox's move pool. Wally, Arishiel, Toxic Spores, Allergic Spread, and Bark Shield has now been added at certain levels. Garunder is losing Clay Ball. Voltopuncture and Tesla Prison now learned at level 5 and level 12 respectively. Garunder is one of the most common Tem used during this season. After the changes to Buff, players seem to use that slot for Clay Ball, which serves as an excellent coverage move for electric type Tems. So it's going to be valuable for speed control, so that makes it a really popular Tem. And they did the same reason for Stoneball from Tataru to prevent this Tem from occupying a slot that rightfully belongs to Earth Tems. Bun, Soil Steam has been added to its move pool, Quartz Dirt added to its move pool, Stoneball added, and Crystal Deluge added. Mudrid defense and special defense has both been increased, 44 and 52 respectively. High Dottie gets Dust Vortex and Frond Whip. Tomu gets Water Cannon and Gust. Whiplump gets Water Cannon at 42 now instead. That's good. Gust learned at 57, Tornado at 73, and Hibernate now at level 100. Interesting. Scale gets Ninja Jutsu and Savage Suplex. Skunch gets Ninja Jutsu at 32, Inner Spirit at 56, Savage at 42, and Wrench and Massage at 73. Brody gets Goring, Execution, Base Jump, and Helldanger. Lampanite gets Sharpening and Crystal Bite. Azurok gets Madness Buff, Crystal Bite, and Quartz Shield. Revel gets Fire Flame, Quetzalino, and Horror. Migu gets Aquastone, Ice Stalacite, Harmful Lick, and Laundry. Obi-Wan gets Cooperation and Electric Storm. Kaku gets Humiliating Slap, Turbine, Frond Whip, Arishiel, and Nimble. Saku has its attack increased to 74, defense increased to 72, and special defense to 74. So Saku needs a little bit more help to become the raid boss that it's supposed to be. So it gets a little bit more help that way. Othura gets Clinch and Hallucination. Mix has its stamina increased to 61, defense to 53. That's a big buff. HP to 58, and speed increased to 68. That's really good buffs for Mix, actually, all around. Riken gets 3 special defense to 57. Scarawat gets Defib, Earthbreaker, and Drought. Osuchi gets Nido Saiho and Uppercut. Osuken gets Petrify, Rockfall, and Base Jump. Osukai gets its special defense increased to 53, and it also gets Inner Spirit. That's pretty cool. Pyko gets Sandstorm and Fiery Soul. Drakash gets Fiery Soul at 42, and Hellfire at 76. Drakash is getting Dust Vortex finally to its move pool. Oh my god. We've been considering giving the idea of Drakash Dust Vortex for a while. However, we wanted to test it properly as it's a heavy hitting technique. We didn't want to overtune the Tem. After observing how it performed after the initial buff at the start of the season, it became apparent that it needed something powerful to use before Fiery Tornado came into play. That's huge. We're going to be seeing a lot more Drakash this season, I think. Shao gets Dim Mac, Inner Spirit, and Cheer Up. Shaolint gets Haido Uchi for support roles. Hocus gets Horror. Magnus gets Meteor Swarm. Galvanic gets Electro Punch. Ragnarok gets Electro Punch at 40 and Thunderstrike at 48. Gorong has its attack increased to 75. Midi has Nightmare Feed. DeAndre gets Water Cutting Lily added to its move pool. Toxlotl gets Harmful Lick and V-Gust. Noxlotl gets V-Gust at 50, Harmful at 58, and Acid Reflux at 66. Zephy gets Noxious Bomb. Voldaren has its attack increased by 10 to 66. Interesting. Grumville gets Dust Vortex, Petrify, and Sparks. Grumper gets its stamina increased to 55, special defense to 69. Dust Vortex learned at 50, E-Storm at 63, and Earthbreaker at 96. Dropley gets Flood, Rockfall, Ice, Stalactite, and Soil. Gario gets Rockfall at 50 and Earthbreaker at 78. Rockfallum has its HP increased to 81 and special defense increased to 77. Queen, Crystal Deluge, and Relax has been added to its move pool, and Crystal Deluge has been removed, as we talked about earlier. Kaluzu gets Laundry. Adoraboros has its special defense reduced by 5 to 107. Turok has its HP reduced to 101. We knew that already. Plasma Beam and Resin Trap has been added to Model. Almonds gets Plasma Beam at 55. Minox gets Black Hole. Minotaur gets Piezo Blow at 94 and Black Hole at 68. Some techniques. Damage increase for Leech to 104. Leech Synergy damage increase to 115. Rockfall damage increase to 83. Rockfall Synergy to 83. Hook has its stamina cost reduced to 19. Diamond Fort hold turns reduced to 2 and stamina cost increased to 19. Misagi, clear all stages modification effect has been removed. Clear all negative stage modifications effect has been added. Misagi Synergy has the same thing. Sludge Gift stamina cost increased to 13. Chain Heal stamina cost reduced to 18. Stonewall stamina cost is now 15. Hyperkinetic Strike stamina cost to 25. DNA Extraction speed stage modification reduced to 1 and damage has been reduced to 20. Hibernate stamina recovery has been reduced from 35 to 15 for Yowler. Wow. Composure hold turns have been reduced to 2. Digithreat hold turns to 2. And stamina cost has been reduced to 23. Some traits. Tactical Strike reduced from 16 to 12. Refurbish regenerated turns reduced to 3. Scavenger percentage of HP restored has been increased to 20%. Team Elusive only activates when using a damaging move. Striking Transmog damage reduction reduced from 50 to 30%. That's a big one. Neurotoxin Doom turns increased to 4. Puppet Master HP needed to be activated has been brought up to 45% instead. Building Blocks turns needed to be enabled has been increased to 4. Morale boosting whip stamina reduction has been reduced from 25 to 20. Invig turns have been reduced or increased to 3, sorry. There is a bunch of fixes as well. Most of these are for quest related things and random bug locks. So those are not too important in terms of balance. But however, that is going to be concluding the mid-season balance patch. A lot of huge things in here. The big one is probably Mimit, because Mimit is a big threat, and now it won't be as much. Building Blocks and Hibernate is kind of taking Yowler down a tad. Cycrox is going to be changed a little bit. Schween is going back to its original Schweenness. Volfi was Sludge Gift to 13. And Team Elusive activating only on a damaging move. That's interesting too. Garunder losing Clay Ball is a big one. Garunder does have like 8 moves that it can use though. Might be a little over exaggerating, but it has a lot of moves that it can use. It losing Clay Ball kind of sucks, but there's a lot of things that it can replace instead. Things like Beef Up, or even if you want to run like, another coverage move like Wastewater or something. Paralyzing Poison even is not too bad. Bruner is going to be still in a good shape, just clay ball's been removed from it. Other than that, some pretty good balance patches all around, not too horrible. Goron getting its attack increase is not bad. I think that's going to conclude this mid-season balance patch. Tell me what you guys think about it, and we can discuss it further in the comments. My name is Bflattened, and I'm signing on out of here. Take care, all. Laters.